What's up, guys? It's Argon657 here. Today I bring another Pokemon Ultrason Ultimate Wi-Fi battle. This battle is going to be against Vince, so yeah, this is an OU battle, and yeah, taking a look at the team, we both have Latias. Most likely, yeah, we have mega-latias on our team, so obviously, but yeah, his Latias and my Latias are basically both threats to each other's team, basically. But yeah, I don't really have anything that could take on mega-latias once it starts setting up. Although I do have Clefable, but that's about it. Although I also have my Tyranitar, so we'll see how things go. So yeah, let's get started with the battle. So, I'm gonna lead off with my Tyranitar. And he's going to be leading off with his Heatran, and it's really good for me because my Tyranitar can definitely take one Earth Power. He could definitely take any one hit from Heatran, and I could always knock it out with whatever move I go for. Like I think I have the Earthquake. I don't remember if I do because this battle was from a long time ago. But I'm also gonna switch out because I'm expecting him to want to switch out as well. So I'm going to go to my Latias over here, and he's going to withdraw as well, so he's going to go to his Landorus. But I also have a pretty good advantage because Landorus can't really do anything to Latias that much, unless it's like Supersonic Sky Strike or something like that, but I'm not too concerned about this, but I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution. And the fact that he stays in tells me that he's probably Choice Scarfed Landorus, because Landorus, I do see Landorus from time to time run Choice Scarf, but he's going to go for the Stealth Rocks, and since he's faster, that definitely confirms that he's Scarf. So I'm actually going to go for the Surf over here, because why not? I'm going to go for the Surf, and it's going to be a 2-hit KO. Now, I'm pretty sure he's not going to stay in 100%, like he's probably going to switch out. But he's gonna go out into his Magearna, and I'm also gonna double switch as well. And I'm gonna go into my Clefable and get up the Stealth Rocks of my own. Now he's gonna withdraw, and he's gonna go into his Heatran. Now this isn't too bad for me. I mean, I do have the Stealth Rocks up on his side of the field now, so we're both pretty even. So I want to make sure that he doesn't get the advantage, but at the same time he wanted to make sure that I don't get an advantage by not having rocks on my side of the field. So yeah, I'm going to go to my Latias, my mega-latias, and he's going to miss the Magma Storm. Now I do have the Surf. I'm going to go for the Recover though, because I want to get back up to full health. Now I could have hit him with the Surf again, but I really want to make sure that I get up to full HP. Now, unfortunately for him, he misses the Toxic, but that's good because now I can switch out into my Gliscor and just take the Toxic, because now I know that he's going to want to, like, you know, go for it. He wants to poison my Latias, so I'm just going to let him poison my Gliscor instead, because now my Gliscor is at a pretty good position over here. And yeah, so now I'm pretty sure he's going to be forced out because he can't do too much in my Gliscor, and I could also OHKO him with the Earthquake. So he's going to go into his Landorus over here, and I think I'm going to go for the Facade over here. So it's not going to OHKO the Landorus, unfortunately, and he's going to withdraw, and he's going to go out to his Heatran over here. I'm not sure why though, but it doesn't really matter. I'm actually going to switch out though, because I'm fearing the Hidden Power Ice, and I'm actually going to go into my Ferrothorn, but he's going to go to his Heatran, and that means I'm at a pretty bad spot over here. He could probably go for the Magma Storm, or he could predict my switch and go for the Toxic. And I think I'm specially defensive though, but I still don't want to take a Magma Storm because I'm 4 times weak to Magma Storm. So yeah, I'm gonna go to my Tyranitar because it's the only thing that could possibly take a hit from the likes of Heatran. So, yeah, so anyways, he's gonna go for the taunt, and which is good for me because now I got a free switch basically. He's gonna withdraw over here. He's gonna go out into his Latias, and I think, yeah, I go for the Earthquake. Now, what I should have done was gone for the Crunch because it should have been obvious that he's gonna switch out. But I didn't do that, so that kind of sucks. So I'm gonna go into my Toxapex over here, and I don't know what he wants to do. So he's gonna go for the Healing Wish. And it actually turns out it's not mega-latias. I actually forgot about this. So, but he's gonna go into his mega-latias, not mega-latias, his regular Latias, which is Scarfed most likely. But at least that's one Pokemon out of the way, but he's going to be able to go to his Landorus and get all his HP back. And that kind of sucks though, because if I would have gone for the Crunch and predicted a switch, his Landorus probably would have died to Stealth Rocks. But I'm going to switch out because I'm not going to take an Earthquake to the face. I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn. And he's going to go for the U-turn, predicting the switch, so that was a good play on his part, so now he can easily go into his Heatran, which can definitely take on my Ferrothorn, because obviously Ferrothorn can't do anything to Heatran, but he's going to go into his Medicham over here, which is even worse, because he can just go for high jump kicks all day, and, you know, it's not looking too good for me, so he's going to, I think he's going to go for the high jump kick. I'm actually going to go into my Clefable because that's the only thing that could possibly take a hit from Medicham. And I do have the Moonblast. But I'm basically just making safe plays over here. And he's going to Mega Evolve. He's going to go for the Fake Out, which is not going to do anything to my Clefable because I'm defensive. And I think what I'll do is I'll go for the Moonblast or something, but he's gonna switch out over here, and he's gonna go out into his Magearna, which can easily take one hit, which can easily take any hit actually from my Clefable, because I don't have anything to hit this thing with Clefable. So I'm actually gonna switch out over here, and I'm gonna go into my Toxapex over here, just in case, you know, he wants to go for a Volt Switch. That way, if I can get some health back. Which he does go for the Volt Switch. Yeah, and I think I have the, I forgot what it was. It's the berry that reduces damage from Psychic types. I actually don't remember what item I have on my Toxapex. So, this Heatran is a problem because actually Heatran could possibly take on my Toxapex. Now I'm gonna switch out because I'm gonna go to my Latias, and I feel like he's gonna go for the Earth Power, but it doesn't really matter. But he's gonna go for the Magma Storm and miss. So that's pretty huge because now I don't have to worry about it. Well, not really huge though. It's you know, it wasn't really game changing or anything. So. I'm going to go into my Gliscor because it's kind of obvious he's going to go for the Toxic, and, you know, I thought he would, like, want to go for the Toxic, but he's going to make the good play and go into his, Magearna, but, he's going to withdraw, though. Now, I'm actually afraid of the Ice Beam, so I'm going to switch out, and I want to see what he wants to do, so I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn, which walls the Magearna. Unless it has Hidden Power Fire or Z-Move, or a Sphere. But because he went for the Flirt Cannon, that's really good, because now I can go for the Leech Seed for free, basically. Or I could set up the Spikes and, you know, possibly get some more residual damage or something like that. Now, he's going to go out to his Heatran. I think I go for the Leech Seed over here. But maybe I could just go for the Spikes or something like that. Yeah, I go for the Spikes. Because I do want to get some more entry hazard, because this Heatran is a bit of a problem. to my team. But not necessarily. I mean, because like Ferrothorn would be more useful without Heatran, of course. So if I could get rid of Heatran, then my Ferrothorn could pretty much stall out the rest of his team. Well, not really stall out, but I can at least, you know, Ferrothorn could at least be annoying to his team. So he's gonna go for the Toxic, and I'm gonna predict that. I was actually predicting Toxic in case he went to in case he predicted my switch into my Latias, my mega-latias. So he's gonna withdraw over here, of course. He's gonna go to his Landorus, and he's gonna get the Intimidate off. And I think I'm gonna go for the Sword Stance. I don't remember what move I go for. Yeah, I go for the Sword Stance, so I'm at +1. So it's not a big deal. So yeah, everything's looking pretty good for me. So he's gonna go for the U-turn, and I'm gonna go for the Facade. And I think what I should have done was gone for a second Sword Stance, because I'll be at +3. But I'm just gonna go for the Facade over here. Not a big deal. And I think what I can do is maybe I could predict his switch into his Landorus, expecting me to go for the Earthquake. Now, the Facade does a decent amount. I mean, it's not going to do too much because it resists. But with a +1, it's going to do an okay amount. Now, I'm pretty sure he's going to go to his Landorus now just to get the Intimidate off. And I think I go for the safe Earthquake just in case, you know. Because I don't want to like over-predict or anything like that. He's going to get the Intimidate. And, no, I actually go for a second Facade, because I was expecting him to go to his Landorus. And if I could get rid of the Landorus, you know, that would be really good. Now, I'm going to switch out because Hidden Power Ice is kind of predictable. But I'm going to go to my Ferrothorn over here, and he's going to go for the Hidden Power Ice. Definitely Hidden Power Ice. So now I can set up a second layer of spikes, because I do need to rack up as much damage as possible. Now, he could potentially have the Defog, although I think his Latias is a Defogger. So now he's going to go to his Greninja, which I'm not entirely sure why, but if I would have went for the Power Whip, his Greninja would have been pretty much gone. So I'm just going to go for another layer of spikes. Now, I don't know what he wants to do. I don't really have a good switch in for Greninja, although my Ferrothorn is basically the Pokemon that can, you know, that can take on Greninja, but I don't know if it's Protein Greninja or Ash Greninja. So I'm going to go to my Toxapex, because Toxapex can probably take a hit or something like that. So yeah, he's going to go for the Hidden Power Fire. So everything's, you know, it's not looking good for me though, because like this Greninja is a problem. But he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into his Magearna. Now the thing is, the reason why I've been going for spikes, because Magearna, I do need to wear down this Magearna as much as possible. I'm going to go for the Scald, and I'm hoping to get the burn, because that'll be extra damage that I can, residual damage that will wear down this Magearna faster. So I luckily get the burn on Magearna, so now this Magearna is at half health. So that's really good, and he's going to go back into his Greninja, and he's going to take some more Stealth Rocks and more Spikes damage. Now, everything's looking okay for me, because now I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn over here, and I really don't want to take a Hidden Power Fire from his Greninja. He did show Hidden Power Fire, I think. Yeah, he did show it, and I'm going to switch out because Hidden Power Fire is kind of obvious. I'm going to go back into my Toxapex, because Toxapex can sort of check Greninja as long as it doesn't have extra sensory. Now the thing is, he's going to set up his own layer of spikes, so he wants to make sure that he has some equal equal hazards on my side of the field. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for the Scald over here and try to get some damage off of this Greninja. So Greninja is going to get knocked out, so that's pretty good. So yeah, so now we both have 2 layers of spikes and Stealth Rocks on our side of the field. So he's going to go for the switch into Medicham, which can easily take out my my Toxapex with a Zen Headbutt, but I'm going to stay in because he's going to go for the high jump kick. and I was kind of expecting him to predict my switch into Ferrothorn maybe, but I'm actually gonna go for the oh wait, I have the forgot what berry it was, but he's gonna go for the Zen Headbutt and knock me out, so it doesn't really matter. I have the Pyapa berry. I just remembered the Pyapa berry. It's actually meant for I think Lele or Medicham or something like that. And I think it's meant for like Z Celebrate Victini. So I'm actually gonna go to my Choice Scarfed Tyranitar because you know it should scream to him that I'm Scarfed, because you don't just switch into a Tyranitar on a Medicham, obviously. But he's gonna go into his Landorus as Death Botter. So everything's looking pretty good. So now he doesn't have anything to intimidate my Pokemon anymore. But I do have to be very wary of the spikes and stealth rocks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go for the Crunch and knock him out. So now that his Landorus is gone, I could pretty much spam Earthquake, and that'll pretty much be good game. Because he doesn't have anything else to take. Actually, wait, I could knock out the rest of his Pokemon with Earthquake, with my Tyranitar, because I'm Scarfed. Now, Medicham might have the Fake Out, so he's going to go for the Hidden Power Fire, I'm guessing. And, yeah, it's going to knock me out. So that kind of sucks, but I can always go into my Tyranitar, which is Scarfed, and I can go for the Earthquake over here. He's going to get hurt with the Burn, and I also have my Gliscor, so I can also go for the Earthquake, and I do want to make sure that he doesn't go for Fake Outs and stuff like that. So he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into his Heatran as Death Botter, and you know, that's good for him, good for me though, because now I don't have to worry about it anymore. Although my Ferrothorn is gone, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to go to my Gliscor and go for the Earthquake. So Heatran's gone. And in case he takes out my Gliscor, I do have the Tyranitar in the back. So, I got the Poison Heal and everything, so he's now going to go into his Magearna, and he's going to live on, I think, 1 HP, or 2 HP or something like that, from the spikes and Stealth Rocks damage and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to go for the Earthquake and knock out the Magearna. And his last Pokemon is going to be the mega-medicham. Now the thing is, if he goes for Fake Out on my Gliscor or something like that, then I could pretty much win the battle. So I pretty much won at this point because, you know, he's going to go for the high jump kick, and I can just go for the Earthquake, and Gliscor pretty much cleaned up the rest of the match. So, yeah, so I'm going to finish off the Medicham with the Earthquake, and that'll be pretty much a good game. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to leave a comment below, leave a like button, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later.